Okay, we're out here at the home of Robert, looking at doing some siding. Hopefully, Robert, what this will help do is give you a little eyes on what our scope of work looks like. I understand you're not in the state, so hopefully this will help you, determine kind of what all we're doing. Basically, we're looking at a whole new exterior on both the main house here and the detached garage. That's what we're looking at. Andre and I discussed the Color Plus issue. So our preference is basically to install the siding, caulk and seal it, and then paint it, and we can still match that autumn color. But basically, in your best interest, using that Color Plus is probably not going to provide you the best solution. So we are looking at a full tear off. We're looking at using an 8 1/4 Cedar Mill Select that we would then caulk and seal and paint. We're looking at a drip edge replacement, which is the 1x2 right up top here, that just under the shingle line. That little 1x2 would be replaced with Hardie. We're looking at doing a fascia overlay after we replace or repair 5 spots of existing fascia that are rotten or deteriorated. That's all included, and then doing soffit on the whole house in the Hardie soffit material as well. So that's kind of what we got. Starting here on the front, this little porch band here, that would be faced with a 5/16 by 12 inch Hardie product. You can see there's some deterioration there. So that would be all faced with Hardie. The address numbers can be reinstalled. And then all of this top area up here, there's a break there, so there's really no need to do a Hardie porch ceiling beyond this break. So what we would do is paint the porch ceiling, but all this outer rim that's true soffit, that would become Hardie soffit. Fascia overlay would be done everywhere. So wherever we have existing fascia, that would be done in the Hardie fascia material. Coming over to the side, so here we have this area, and it's pretty much mirror image on each side, with the siding, with the exception of this little arch top here. But all this siding again would be torn off. Gable vent up top there, up here, would be retrimmed. Window would be retrimmed in Hardie 1x4. There's one of the areas of fascia that we'd have to repair right here where all that black is, before we do the fascia overlay. This door here, so all this siding here would become Hardie plank. This door here would be painted to match the color of the new siding. So that would be done, and it would look consistent with the rest of the house. Now coming around to the back, we do have an above average degree of difficulty, simply because all of the cuts and corners and angles, it's a little bit more involved than what we typically see. But again, that's all accounted for in the project. So what we're going here for is the price that we give you is completely accurate and inclusive of everything we need to do. There's no surprises. There's no, okay, we're halfway into it, here's a couple change orders because we miscalculated. We're accounting for everything that's necessary that we see on the home right now. So all these windows back here would all be retrimmed in Hardie 1x4. Pretty much all of them have basically different degrees of deterioration, but this one's really bad. There's probably some interior water infiltration there into the wall cavity, just based on the condition of this, especially this bottom trim board here. But all these windows would be retrimmed in a Hardie 1x4. All the siding would come off. What our process is basically installing a 7/16 inch OSB. We would do all the seam tape, flashing, Tyvek, install all of the trim first, and then do a butt-to application on all the horizontal lap boards, the Cedar Mill Select boards. So that would be the process all the way around wherever we would be installing Hardie. Door here would be wrapped as well in the Hardie 1x4. You can see right there. So that would all be wrapped as well. Carriage light, we would take that off and reinstall it. And then as we move over to this side, this is where it's really bad on the chimney. So we accounted for, you can see at both of those flashing lines, there's pretty significant rot. We accounted for minor rot repair that we know is going to be present behind there, just in our experience of taking off chimneys. And we also have this guy here. So anytime we have a seam like that, that's, you know, running vertical and it's exposed to water, you can almost guarantee, in fact, you can see here where this 2x4 is just rotten. I mean, I could dig it out with my fingernail. So there's going to be, there is going to be rot repair that's needed on this chimney without a doubt. Electrical is all in brick, so no need to pull that and reinstall it. But as you can see, the window box, everything all the way up to the gable would all be done with the Cedar Mill Select. And again, a lot of interior corners, a lot of small cuts, very much above average degree of difficulty. And then the gables all up top that you can't really see too well from here. But those would all be included as well. And the chimney all the way up, the capping and the vertical 1x4 corner trim would all become Hardie plank. It's gonna be pretty close here too, depending on scaffolding. We got such a narrow space here. Getting that high up, we're pretty much vertical. So we might have to investigate doing some scaffolding here as opposed to ladders and catwalks, just because of the height and the narrowness of the side yard here. So that's the main house. Now as we go over to the detached garage, we'll be doing a garage door wrap. And same process as the house, drip edge, fascia overlay, and soffit. And then all sidewalls would be addressed. So all of this siding here, this back here, and then over to the side would all be included in our scope of work right here. And you can see the rot starting there. You see how the boards are bowed out. See, I don't know if you can see in the video, but right at that seam, you know, right here, the boards are bowed out just from sucking up moisture. So it's just a matter of time before that gets more expensive and more involved to fix as there's more and more rot and water infiltration. So again, fascia overlay, drip edge, which is this little guy, that little 1x2 is your fascia, and up under here is your soffit. So just like the main house, we'd have drip edge, soffit, and fascia all done in Hardie. And then basically what would be accomplished is the main house and the detached garage would be pretty much maintenance, paint, and upkeep free. So especially with a lighter color like the autumn, you know, there's really not going to be any need to, you know, repaint here probably within 30 years or so. So that's what we're looking at. Brand new exterior on both the main house here and the detached garage. This door would also get painted. This entry door to the garage here would also get painted as part of the scope of work, and would be included. Reattaching, removing, and reinstalling the conduit here, that would also be part of our scope of work, included in the pricing. So again, Robert, hope this helps answer some questions. I'm sorry you can't be here to put eyes on it yourself and fully understand, but I hope this video helps. And if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call. Thanks so much. We look forward to the opportunity to work for you.